everyone, Carnivore Ron, or should I rename myself Low Carbivore? Because I'm not 100% meat, although I have to say I'm probably 98 to 99% animal products. So I think that still makes me a carnivore, but there are people out there who might disagree. When I go and bite into an English muffin about 6 times a month, maybe, if that. Just happens to be that we get coupons for free English muffins probably once a month or so, and so I tell my wife, oh, go ahead and pick them up. They make a good low-carb hamburger bun, and once in a while I'll make myself an egg and sausage sandwich or something like that out of it for breakfast. Anyway, today's subject is about the psychological journey that I've made with carnivore, and actually pre-carnivore. I'm taking a walk around the neighborhood here, and I stop in a few places, and I show you some of the Halloween decorations that are up in the neighborhood. I was raised in a German Lutheran home. At least that's my ancestry is German. Actually from both sides of the family. And my grandfather on my mother's side was a Lutheran minister, and he died when I was about 7 months old, so I never really knew him. But they used to give the services in German before I was born, and then they kind of switched during World War II. I think they kind of they switched over to having only English services, because I don't remember anybody in the town speaking German, but they used to. So Germans actually settled the area of Michigan that I live in. And I grew up, actually, the town I grew up is only about, I have to measure it, but somewhere between 10 and 12 miles from where I live now. Anyway, I wanted to talk about some of the psychological aspects that I've gone through growing up as a fat kid, being bullied and teased. I kind of learned not to trust a lot of people, and dealing with being bullied and whatnot. It kind of the fact that I'm doing what I'm doing today, like with this YouTube video, is just kind of amazing. Actually, it's like something I never even thought I would ever do. And I'm kind of smiling here at some of the decorations here. One of the things I mentioned about my Christian upbringing is this holiday, Halloween, is actually the eve before All Saints' Day. So it's actually, we're supposed to be celebrating people who have achieved sainthood. So this is the eve of people who saints who have passed away. Somehow in our human culture, and I think it's human nature to do this, we've kind of perverted the meaning of it for ghosts and goblins and spooky and scary things, but it really should be a holiday where we celebrate the lives of people who have performed miracles. And I think one of the miracles is the fact that I'm here talking to you today and walking around. I went and I measured the distance. I said, I think this is about 7/10 of a mile walking around the neighborhood like I went. So I actually went in my car afterwards and I drove around and checked the odometer, and I was right. It was just a hair under 7/10 of a mile. Now it took me about a half an hour to do the walk, so I don't know, that's probably averaged about a mile and a half an hour. Not a very fast walker. And I noticed the farther I get into the walk, the more of a limp I have. I was about halfway through, I could start feeling it in my knees. But I kept going. I was able to keep going, and within a few minutes after stopping and getting off my feet at the house, the irritation, I could have to call it, really wasn't pain, but the irritation in my knees went away. And that to me is the miracle of being a carnivore. I recall my period between marriages. I really went into full recluse mode. I just had a couple friends and kind of became antisocial, if you were. And so I remember an incident one time, just as an example. I went over to Walmart. I usually would go there usually Sunday morning because there were hardly any people there. Now, excuse me while I get a drink of water here. So the store was quiet. There weren't people around. I remember one time there was this woman, and I think she was maybe close to my age at the time. She saw me, and she started talking to me. I ignored her. I just ignored her, and it's like she's talking, and I'm not even paying attention to what she's saying. And then she said something. Oh, well, just ignore me. I said, oh, are you talking to me? Like, okay, like I just didn't want anything to do with anyone, especially with women. I know that sounds crazy, but you know, having just come off of a very bad marriage, actually a very verbally abusive relationship. As far as I took a lot of abuse, and I got married because I was lonely. Found out that's not a good reason to get married. It was that marriage was a big mistake, at least on my part. But anyway, I stop here and I'm by the kiddie park here right now. There I can see. So as I go farther, there's some more places I stop and video some of the Halloween decorations that are coming up here. Some of them are cute, some of them are scary. So the cute ones I think are okay, like pumpkins, and there's one that has, they have like an inflatable bat, and okay, that's okay. I don't really like bats very much. The house that I had before this one, once in a while one would get in the house, actually get in the living area. I remember sitting and watching TV one time, and all of a sudden here's this bat comes flying between me and the television set. I'm like, oh, okay. This fellow's not staying in my house. I opened both the front and back door, and I chased him around, and finally he decided that he liked flying out of the house, and he flew out the front door, and I closed the door behind him, and then I went and I closed the back door, and that was that for that bat. Oh, okay, there's a rhyme for you. Wasn't expecting that, but anyway. I had a cat at the time, and so me and the cat was my company. Again, I had a couple friends. I had one really close friend that I actually is still my friend. I've known for 58, almost 59 years. By the time you see this video, I will be past my 71st birthday, and because I'm running about a week ahead on these videos. So today it's kind of a hazy day. It's raining this morning. It does clear up and the sun does come out later. I'm looking out the window right now and the sun is out. It's nice and bright and sunny. I think our high is going to be 65 degrees today. Today what I did, just to give you a brief rundown, I had hard-boiled eggs for breakfast, and I also had a small piece of what we call part of a T-bone. It's actually the strip side of the T-bone. And what I did is I had a roast, a strip roast, and I went and cut it into steaks. So I did that really after breakfast, but I had one piece, a small piece that was like not really big enough for a steak. I went and I threw that on the Foreman grill and I ate that as part of my breakfast. Here's a scary one here, R.I.P. And look at the garage door. Now, if that isn't a scary decoration, skeletons coming out of the ground and bloody teeth. I don't know if that's painted on or if it's just kind of a mural-like thing that is hanging on the front door. I don't know. Probably just something hanging on the front door. I'm shaking my head there, kind of like the stuff people come up with. Anyway, I was just thinking about the difference now. I'll go out in public, and actually the walk that I'm doing here would not have been possible. I would say even 6 months ago, although I was on the carnivore diet back then, I was losing weight. Probably 6 months ago I could have done maybe not this long of a walk, but I was getting out and I was able to bend down to get my socks on and stuff. Before carnivore, I had to use a tool to put my socks on. That was really something. Earlier this week, I did an interview with Dr. High, and Dr. Sam High, pretty nice guy. I would encourage you to go and volunteer for an interview with him. I really think he's a nice guy. I don't know if he'll use my interview, if I gave him a good enough one to use or not. It hasn't been posted yet. When he does, now maybe at least not at the time of this making of this. Now right here, I'm about halfway through my walk. I can start feeling my knees. I'm slowing down, and you notice I'm starting maybe to limp a little bit more. I have to kind of take it a little bit easy, but I continued on, and I made the walk. I stopped a couple places, take a rest, and also to kind of video some of the yard decorations for Halloween. There's one coming up here that's kind of cute, that's pumpkins. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it because I did it from across the street. I didn't go up close to the house. But anyway, it's I kind of like walking around the neighborhood. It's quiet. If I went to the city park, there might be I don't know, this time of day, no, there wouldn't be kids there. It's still early enough. I think this was like about 12:30 when I did this. It's a quiet time in the neighborhood. You get later on when the middle school gets out, you'll see a lot of kids walking home, and you'll see some of them stop at that kiddie park there and play for a while, so the parents kind of stay with them. Oh yeah, there's the home with the pumpkins. Hopefully this audio will match up. Right now I'm watching the video part of my of this video without any audio. A little bit farther down I run into some salespeople. I talked to them. It was a nice conversation. Basically their job is, well, when I had my business, they were referred to as canvassers. They basically are the people that go and see if there's any interest, so that the salespeople then can go and talk to someone if there's some interest. In the business world, we call those people canvassers. We go and they shake the trees, and the salesmen rake the leaves. So that's kind of how it works in the business world. These people are not high pressure, and actually most of them are pretty friendly. A lot of them kind of meet with a kind of leave me alone attitude, and I kind of have that too when I'm at home by myself. I don't want to be disturbed, but I was out walking and I went and I talked to one of them, and I'll take a break here, and it's coming up shortly. I'll let you listen to my conversation with the guy. But one of the things that I had to deal with, and I guess, I don't know if this is a good time to start this because I know I'm going to be seeing this guy soon here, is the fact that I could sit in a booth at a restaurant. I couldn't do that before. I had to I would have to always ask for a detachable table or detachable chairs at a table, and usually an armless chair as well. I no longer have to do that. So it's kind of it's kind of interesting that psychologically what I had to do. I'm going to throw in here a picture of how I look now, the before and after, so you can kind of see the difference in my body. Is one of those things that just, and I'm now, some of my outgoing personality now has, excuse me, has come out. I got to pause here for a moment. My throat is getting scratchy. So anyway, I think the house that has the inflatable bats in front of it are there. I told you about. I don't like bats. I don't know why, but I mean they're pretty much harmless creatures. They've been I think misrepresented. They're no more likely to carry rabies than any other animal, and they usually don't come and attack you, or they'll bite you if they're being attacked by you. But still, I've had them get in the house, and I don't like it. There's some people, I think, that maybe actually have them as pets. I don't know, but not me. I'm not one of them that would have that type of animal as a pet. So anyway, I kind of was interesting that you go to a restaurant, and I was always friendly with the waitress and stuff, but sometimes the hosts would take you to a booth that there was no way I could fit in. And I would just have to say, do you have a table with detachable chairs, please? Maybe with an armless chair that I could fit. Some restaurants just plain didn't have them. That's it's just kind of like talking about a world that you don't fit in, and it leaves you with some psychological issues that you're just you're not even considered part of society or part of culture, and it leads you to being a type of recluse, a person that shies away from social situations and stuff. And really, the woman that I married now is such a good person, a nice person. She doesn't look at people that way. And I've met so many nice people through her that it kind of has restored my ability to trust people and to talk to people. Of course, now I don't have anything to sell other than maybe people say I'm trying to sell a carnivore diet, but I'm really not. I'm not telling people you've got to do this. I really am not. I'm telling you that I'm doing it, and it's really made it's been a life changer for me. And it's hard to explain to people how good I feel now. And, by no means is my health perfect, but it has sure improved a lot. There's the one with the inflatable bat. Actually, the thing looks more like an owl than a bat to me, but if it weren't for the wings hanging out there, I would think it was, the webbed hands. Actually, the bat, the wing is actually their hand. And it's webbed between the fingers. It's kind of, at least that's what I remember hearing. Watched a video on the subject one time. I could be wrong, but if you guys are interested, you can look it up. I also before this walk, I went and put together an electric snowblower I had in the box for about a decade. That's kind of an interesting story. I did make a video of it. I don't know if I'll share it on this channel or not, but I may do that. I don't know. But I had a electric one before, and it broke on me. And the next day we were having a storm. I went and I hurried up and ordered a replacement, and then I found out that during that night we're going to have a storm. So I got in my car and I went over to the local hardware store, and I bought. They had a choice of. They had like about 6 of them there, but they all were the same model, and so I bought it and put it together, and then I had to use it the next day. I mean, we had. I don't know, it was a big storm, maybe 1.5 feet, 18 inches. The snow was deep, and I was glad I had that snowblower. Then about a week later, the snowblower that I had ordered, not realizing beforehand that there was a storm coming, showed up. So I already had the gas one. It was a much better blower than the electric one. So I put the box down in the basement. Well, 5 years ago, that one that I bought stopped working, so I went and I got it. There's a small engine repair place at the hardware store. So I took it over there. They fixed it. It cost me about $100 to get fixed. And last winter was the 5th winter since I got it fixed, so it'd been 10 years. I couldn't get the thing to start again. So it worked for 4 years, and then that was it. And I only use it 2 or 3 times a year. And last year I only really needed it one time, and I couldn't get it to start. And I tried just recently. I said, well, let's see if I can get it to start in the summertime. And nope, it wouldn't start. I tried putting starter fluid in the carburetor and everything else, and just wouldn't start. So that being said, I said, well, let me just go put together this one I've got in the box. Unfortunately, I put it together. I said, you know, this thing might last about one snowfall. Some of the rubber in it had dry rotted. So I don't know if it's very usable. I put it together and I put it in the garage the day before. Oh yeah, here's the, here you can hear the conversation.
No, we're on selling. We're trying to...
I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
My bad.
I'm doing a video for my YouTube channel. So.
Gotcha. So we're just going around selling.
Huh?
We're letting people know we're going to be out tomorrow giving quotes as to what to save for. Would you be interested in new windows or anything like that?
I'm hard of hearing.
Sorry, would you be interested in any new windows or anything like that?
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
Doors holding up good?
I don't have the money in the budget for that.
Got
so.
it. Do you want a pamphlet just for if anything comes up?
Sure. You probably already stopped at my house and dropped one off.
Maybe,
so.
yeah.
I'm over on Honeysuckle here.
We definitely got you then, yeah.
Yeah. So I probably have one of these on my doorknob already.
Yes, sir. You have a great day today, all right?
All right, you too.
Thank you.
All right.
So anyway, the guy was friendly, and these guys are out doing a job, trying to see if there's any interest in doing the work they sell. I think they were talking about windows and maybe doors and stuff. I don't know what else they were. The flyer actually still hanging on my front door. I'm going to go down and pull it, take a look at it. But it's interesting that I can get out and I can do these things now. I can walk. I'm much more social. And I really want to say too, I very much appreciate the people that are following me on YouTube. You know, I'm trying not to be a quote-unquote influencer, although I guess that's what I am. I'm really just kind of reporting on my journey, maybe almost as a video log, a vlog. But I keep thinking of subjects and you know, kind of things to talk about. Anyway, I'm almost home here. A couple more houses, and I'll be up to my mailbox. And so with that said, oh, by the way, the music at the beginning of this video was a ragtime that I wrote. I don't want you to think that I only write classical music or metal or rock music. I write in a lot of different genres. I had a friend, he passed away a couple years ago. He would always ask me, well, could you write me a rag? He loved ragtime, so I would. He was probably one of my biggest fans I had at the time. I really do enjoy writing music. Oh, here I'm getting the mailbox.
I don't buy from them anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't buy anything from King Size anymore. I do need to get a winter jacket here. Winter's going to be just around the bend here. Everything. Look, you guys have a great day. I guess I'm going to play a little bit more of my rag here at the end, and just wish all of you to have just a great day. And a great life, and I wish all of you to have a healthy life. I'm doing what I can to extend mine. I'm so much happier now, and I look forward to living a long life instead of before. I was kind of like, oh, I think I'm glad I'm going to be a short timer here. I wasn't very happy with the way I was before. So you guys guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you in the next video.